So yeah, with a good man.
So I am without God.
So what is? Yeah, you're without God. So the thing is, before I was going to pull out one of the books. Yeah, atheists used to argue for the positive position that there was a world without God. But then what happened? There was an argument to change this language to move it from the word to without to mean, say, the absence of belief. Absolutely. So they no longer had to argue the positive.
Which is why I believe the more accurate position is you can either label yourself an atheist. I do not believe there's a God.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Then there's
agnostic.
And
but you're somewhere in between.
Theist, or I believe you can be agnostic theist, agnostic atheist.
Okay.
And in my mind, that's the logical position for where everyone should sit.
Okay, but James, do you know if you will live or die tomorrow?
No.
You don't know. You're agnostic on it. Do you act like you're gonna die tomorrow? No.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I
Have you even written your will?
So yeah, well I know it's going to pass to my parents, which is what I want at this time. Like,
no, you want to do.
My missus get her hands on it just yet. Like, we're not married yet.
Oh, you don't want her to see this, mate.
But like I act in terms of I live my life and I live my life with no regrets. I changed this very very recently in my life, so I go to sleep every night knowing that if I were to be judged, that I could stand up and hold myself tall with all the decisions that I made. And I don't say no to any opportunities that pass me by. If someone said tomorrow I've got a free ticket to go here, let's go, let's do it.
Okay.
But also, I understand that there is a very likelihood, based on statistics, that I'm not going to die tomorrow, and that if you just view me as an average person, I'm probably going to live 70 to 90 years old. So I have to budget and financially plan my life as if that's also a possibility.
Exactly. This is the point I'm saying, is that you're agnostic about certain things, where you're agnostic about other things, but other things you act upon. Like you're going to live till you're 80 or 90.
The Gnosticism comes with the evidence. So if I was provided with the evidence that I had cancer riddling my body, I would act a little bit different.
God forbid.
I will say God forbid.
Yeah, God forbid. So you reckon the evidence that you've come across that something comes from nothing, or is 50-50? Finishing question. Do you reckon that the agnosticism is 50-50?
This is where it comes from. So I do not believe that you can have a conversation about whether or not there was a creator unless you can say something had a start or a beginning.
Okay.
And a lot of people mislabel the Big Bang as that's when scientists say the universe began. It went from nothing to something via the Big Bang.
Okay.
And it's not true. What they're saying was the Big Bang was a point in time where everything was collected in a hot, dense state.
Infinitesimally dense.
And it wasn't nothing. In fact, it was everything that's currently in the universe was there.
But that means in nothing, everything is everywhere.
No, but it didn't come from nothing. It was everything that is here right now.
It's infinitely dense in there. But
and then that exploded.
I remember there was an article. Yeah, that's a singularity.
Yeah, but we don't know.
But I remember reading an article, yeah, and you have to understand when you become absurd in these kind of positions. I was reading an article a long time ago, if I remember, around 15 years ago, called Snap, Crackle and Pop. It says that these universe, technically, if you say nothing is everything in these infinitely dense points of nothingness, then the universe.
I've never used the word nothing. I've never used the word nothing. All I'm saying is everything we have in the universe, all the energy was crushed into one point. That is not nothing.
So we say.
Some people say before that was nothing.
Okay.
I'm saying before that was just another state that we do not know about.
Take care of yourself.
Before
Have a good one, man.
State that we do not know about. All I'm saying is that is a point in the universe's history that we've been able to trace it back to. So, I have not been able to say that is the start of the universe, and I believe in you. How can something come from nothing? In fact, the laws of thermodynamics tell me it cannot. It tells me that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So therefore, it leads me to believe that Big Bang was just a point in the universe's history. And the fact that all the sum total of the energy then is the same as the sum total of the energy now tells me that there is a very good chance, I cannot say for certain, that the universe is infinite. It has always existed with this amount of matter, this amount of energy, and it just changes states and changes forms. And one of those points between changing states was the Big Bang.
Okay, so thank you, James.
If it's infinite, no start.
Okay, so you believe in the Big Crunch and the Big Bang then, right?
That's one possibility.
That's more or less what you seem to be describing.
I'm saying that's one possibility we're yet to disprove. There's a million other possibilities of how the universe could be infinite. And until someone shows me, no, it had a start, this is how something came from nothing, and it was nothing here.
So, okay, we can try from a different angle. What caused the movement of this Big Crunch? or Big Bang?
Gravity. And the laws of
Gravity
physics.
doesn't exist. You know, gravity laws of physics are physical. Physical is a property of the universe.
Yeah.
So what caused the movement? It could not be in the laws of gravity.
Of course it can.
It could not. This is a property of the universe itself.
Yeah. And if the universe was infinite,
really dense.
and if the universe was infinite, the matter that exists within the universe can always apply on an infinite scale.
No, but these laws break down at singularity. This is what Stephen Hawking says in A Brief History of Time.
Our understanding breaks down at the
He says physics. He says all of these laws breaks down at the singularity.
Which maybe suggests that so maybe it suggests that's the point at which a different universe with a different laws merged into ours.
So now another one. You look around, you see all of this beauty, geometry, this symmetry, all of this sophistication, and you think it's accidental. I'm asking from a point of the atheist part of you. I know you're agnostic. Okay.
The trees are
is
green
it guided?
because of chlorophyll. That's not an accident.
No, but is it guided process that achieved this, or is it unguided? Let's say your model is right. Let's say your Big Crunch or Big Bang or Infinite Universe, for the sake of it, is true. It still indicates that everything happens by accident. There is no guider.
No, it's not accident.
So is there a guider?
Following a very specific set of laws and processes.
Okay,
of action and reaction.
So you don't have. Okay, so are you talking about chemical evolution, like as in determinism? Sorry, that everything is determined for you. You have no free will.
No, I'm saying that at any point in time there is an infinite possibilities that could happen, based on certain parameters.
Okay, so why does it happen in these ways?
We add in those parameters, do we then nail in on a specific?
Yeah, where's the intelligence behind it? Who added those parameters?
Yeah, the intelligence, where's it coming
from?
from?
There's always an infinite amount of possibilities.
Look,
I could just start running down.
I'll give you an example.
I could jump up and down. Anything could happen.
How is there an infinite?
Because there's an infinite amount of calculations, possibilities of things that could happen at any one point.
So James,
it's only when you input the actual parameters of an event.
But James, we live in a very fine-tuned universe. You know that argument already, yeah? Look around you. I say the sophistication, the geometry, everything.
And
in Islam we say أفلا تبصرون وفي أنفسكم أفلا تبصرون. And in your own self, do you not think and look or ponder? Look at you. Are you an accident? Did you happen to be just once again? If I took a number of books and threw it out up in the air, would I expect to come up with Shakespeare?
I believe this is your mind's inability to understand and perceive the infinite, as is mine.
Yeah.
So
I've granted you infinity.
I look out upon the stars and I see thousands of barren planets filled with dirt and dust.
And we live in that barren one place. That shows even greater grandeur.
And then I look and I see another planet filled with water and filled with green and filled with lush. And I see another planet where its mountains are made of diamonds.
Yes.
So I look out.
Where's that? Where's this mountain of diamonds?
Have a look into it. It's great. The high pressure creates a mountain of diamonds.
But carbon backbone is the only ones that are able to sustain life, as we know.
No, we also think silicon potentially.
No, it'd be very short backbones with nitrogen as well.
Potentially silicon.
Yeah.
But
So
we looked at the darkest
vastness
point of the night sky, and it was filled with Earth-like planets.
So the vastness of all of this universe should give you even more determination that we were not created for no purpose. The very fact that we have such parameters that gives us this fine-tuning. This is where I quoted you.
Fine-tuning. An infinite universe exists on an infinite scale, and you have an inability to perceive this. So everything
but accidents don't produce beauty.
Ugly, horrible planets and beautiful, lush green planets.
Accidents do not produce beauty. This is what I'm saying.
Of course they do.
Give me an example.
There's plenty of arts hanging in gallery where the artists themselves.
That's all art. Modern art is all. It's all rubbish.
Because of an accident. It came about because of a.
No. It required an artist. Art requires an artist. The creation requires a creator.
If it had a start point. Only if it had a start point. No start, no creator. If it's an infinite universe with no start point, it cannot be created.
Come on, mate. Come on. James.
Energy can neither be created nor destroyed.
That's the first term of
and that's in a closed system as well.
Okay.
And that's in an isolated system.
Yeah.
And also it doesn't show, it actually shows.
Where's the evidence that the universe was created?
Very simple.
Where's the start?
Very
Where's
simple.
the start point?
Very simple.
Where's the start?
You claim that the universe is infinite.
I believe that the evidence suggests that the universe.
Where is your evidence that the universe is infinite? We don't have any such thing as infinite in the real world.
Because all we've been able to do is trace the universe back to an earliest point, that is billions and billions of years ago.
Which shows it's not infinite.
How? We've been able to trace back to an early point, and we do not know what came before that.
Okay. Can you demonstrate?
We've never been able to demonstrate, and you use this example all the time. We've never been able to demonstrate.
He knows you, yeah.
We've never been able to demonstrate something coming from nothing. Yeah. So there's your evidence.
But you wouldn't be
We've never been
living.
able to demonstrate something coming from nothing.
Can
So
some-
all
can
the evidence
something-
leads us to believe that the universe, if it did not come from nothing, has always existed as something.
No. Can something come from nothing?
There's someone that can.
Can something come from nothing?
Not until we've demonstrated it can.
Can
Maybe it
something-
can, maybe it can't.
Mathematically,
houses in Quran, from the smoke.
brother, 1 second. So, can 0 equal 1 mathematically?
0 times 0 equals to 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 minus 0. In all instances,
0 divided by 0.
is 0.
And what's 0 divided by 0, brother?
Nothing always
Infinity.
equals to nothing.
Infinity.
Nothing always
Zero
equals to
divided
nothing.
by 0 is
You're
infinity.
talking, in mathematics, there is a potential infinite. I'm asking you in the real world, on an abstract. Can you tell me, can something come from nothing? Rationally, logically. You seem like an intelligent man.
Our current understanding says no.
So it wouldn't. Okay, good. The fact that something cannot come from nothing shows that it had a beginning. If it has a beginning, it can't be
No,
infinite.
it doesn't show that as a beginning.
Okay, if you
Because
say...
there's still a possibility it could be infinite.
No, it can't.
We've demonstrated some possibility examples
Listen to
where
what
the
you
universe
say.
could be.
What's your name?
The big crunch
James.
is one
James.
of those said
James.
examples.
If you say to me, from nothing, something cannot come, you have now demonstrated that there was a point of beginning. If you say...
No, or it's infinite.
Not all.
It's two possibilities.
Okay, two possibilities. Let's go with nothing. You said from nothing, nothing comes. Good.
Yeah.
So therefore, something cannot come from nothing. Nothing is the absence of something. Therefore, if you accept that, it already debunks this point, which is
No,
infinite.
incorrect.
Okay, tell
Because
me.
what you're suggesting-
Tell me why it's incorrect.
You're suggesting that it had a start point,
Which
okay?
is it cannot come from nothing. You've accepted it, which
So-
debunks the point of infinity.
So I'm saying there's two possibilities.
Yep.
Either it had a start point where it did not come from nothing and it creates an infinite chain unless you apply, but we know that argument. Or the thing itself is infinite. So you either have a start point where it's created or it's infinite because something can come from nothing. So they're the only two possibilities.
Good.
It's either infinite and it did not come from nothing because it is infinite, or it was created. They're the only two
Okay, good.
possibilities.
So let's go with one of the possibilities. The first one, can something come from nothing? You said no. Therefore, you have now accepted that if it cannot come from nothing, it came from something.
No, or it did not come from at all.
1 second. Listen to me carefully. You cannot say it did not come from something at all. I'm saying, can something come from nothing? You're saying no.
Your language is mistaken. Come.
My language is
implies a
English.
start.
It cannot be mistaken. Now,
When you say comes from, you're implying a start automatically.
of
You're
course,
begging the question.
when I ask you, can something come from nothing, and you say no, it can't, you have accepted the fact that something gave rise to it.
So either it does not come from nothing or it doesn't come at all.
No, brother.
You're begging the question by saying coming.
Brother, I'm going to use a different argument. This is not working. Let's go to the argument contingency. There are three types of existence. There is impossible existence, there is possible existence, and there is necessary existence. I'm going to demonstrate each one of them to you. Impossible existence is, can you have a triangle square?
No.
Good. So that's an impossible existence. We say bye-bye to that. The two only existence we're left with is possible existence, contingent existence, and necessary existence. Now, my definition of a contingent existence is that something that relies on something else for its existence. You, for example, and me, we require food, water, shelter, warmth to survive. Good. Our solar system, the gravitational force, our planet, our galaxy requires other elements in order for it to survive. Good. Now, we believe that you cannot have an infinite regress of dependent things. Do you accept that the universe is dependent or independent?
No, I believe you can't have an infinite regress, so you have to imply an infinite timescale to something.
Okay,
You're
good.
applying that to your creator, I'm applying it to the
I haven't said no
universe.
creator yet.
No, but that's it. That's it.
Good.
It has to come.
So-
it has to end at an infinite.
Good. So
We can agree on that
Good.
one.
Good. That's good. So you accept. So you would say that the universe is dependent or independent?
I would say it's
Is
independent.
good.
I'd say
Perfect. Perfect. Good. Now me and you have something that we agree on.
I believe
Which-
so,
which
but I
is-
don't necessarily understand.
No, we
your
do.
question.
Which is what? That we require something independent. All you've done is ascribe independency to the universe. Now I'm going to prove to you why the universe cannot be independent and that it is dependent. And if it is dependent, what does it depend on? Which is God. Now, you said the universe is independent. Good. Now I'm going to disprove that. How? My definition of the contingent thing is a thing that is composed of pieces. can be any other way, and is dependent on something else for its existence. You said the universe is independent. Is the universe composed of pieces?
No.
It's not. You're not a piece of the universe?
No.
Is the sun not a piece of the universe?
It's composed of itself. Everything is the universe.
No, no problem. Are those things, like you said, in the universe, are they not a piece? Atoms, you, me, tree, sun, planet, are they not?
Okay, everything is the universe.
Are they not a thing?
Yeah,
Good. So
all
they are.
the things are the
Good. So they are. The universe is composed of pieces.
all of the pieces.
Perfect.
Everything.
Perfect. Now, can the universe be any other way?
Yes, it could be many different ways.
Thank you. We can have less galaxies, more galaxies. I could exist. You can
But
exist.
it couldn't be any. It couldn't be any different way once that initial point, the dice roll had
The,
started.
the point is this, though. The universe can be any other way. Like, I could have not been here. It would have been a bit boring. The life would be a bit boring. I mean, I'm joking. The point is this. You could have not been here. The trees could have not been here. Our planet could have not been here. So therefore, the universe could be any other way. Number one, we agreed it's composed of pieces. Number two, we agreed that the universe can be any other way. There can be 5 less galaxies or 5 more galaxies. That means that the universe is dependent. Because the fact that it is composed of pieces, the fact that it can be any other way, shows its dependency.
Okay, can I counter please?
Please.
So I'd say the fact that it's composed of pieces, and all evidence leads us to believe that those pieces can either be created or destroyed, just rearranged in different formats. And the fact that it could be many different ways, which leads us to believe that it could have infinitely rearranged itself in many different ways over an infinite timescale, does not prove that it's dependent. It's as much of an example as why it's independent.
The fact that you said that shows the dependency, because you've just now said that the first law of thermodynamics is that energy cannot be created or destroyed. We have energy within
just
our
has to be
universe.
rearranged.
No problem. The fact that it changes form doesn't show that it is infinite. It infinitely relies on the
No, but
necessary
it can
being.
never be created.
No. You're missing the point here. When we say energy cannot be created or destroyed, that does not mean that there was not a starting point. For example, we believe in paradise as Muslims, but we believe that the let me finish.
Can I just interject quickly?
Yes.
Can you name one energy source where you can provide a definitive starting point?
The energy itself, our whole universe. That's why I'm telling you.
No. Give me
Our universe.
You said it's made up of pieces.
Our universe.
Give me one of those pieces.
Our universe.
Give me
Very
piece.
simple.
Give me one piece.
Our universe.
You said it's made up of loads of pieces.
Our universe is our
Not
universe made of energy.
No, not about the universe. You said it's made up of loads
Our
of pieces.
universe energy.
Just give me one piece.
One second.
One piece of energy.
I'm giving you all the pieces. Not one piece. I'm giving you all of it. I'm being extra nice today. Extra nice. I'm giving you all of them. I'm not here to make anyone laugh.
You wouldn't be able to give an example.
No, I do, because I'm giving you the example as a holistically. Our universe is composed of energy. The point I'm saying is the following. The fact that energy is a thing, and by the way, there is a set amount. Energy is not infinite in its amount. It cannot be created or destroyed. It changes form. If I take this book, argument's sake, and I set it alight, it hasn't gone anywhere. It's just changed form. I'm totally with that. It helps my point. It changes form, but in itself, it is dependent. The fact that I can burn it, the fact that it changes form, is its dependency. Yes. So now,
because the thing it's
my definition,
because the
my
thing
definition,
it's transformed into this Quran.
Yes.
The matters, the atoms that make up this Quran.
Yes.
Was still in existence.
No problem.
2.3 billion years
That's
ago.
fine.
So you're saying it changes form, but it doesn't.
The fact that it changes, no.
You proved your entire point incorrect with that.
It does.
The Quran.
It goes from paper.
That you burned
It goes
changes
from
form.
paper. No, it's fine. But it goes from paper to disintegrating.
The atoms do not.
No problem. I never said that. I never said that. But it still has changed form. It's not paper anymore. Because otherwise, we all composed of atoms. The point I'm saying is, my definition of contingency was, it is composed of pieces and it can be any other way. Tell me why it is. The universe is composed of pieces and it can be any other way, which shows that the universe is dependent.
Okay.
What does it depend on?
Because you can mathematically prove it. You could have an infinite system made
can't.
up of a sub-infinite system.
These are just speculations. Look, like I said to you before, the universe is composed of pieces and it can be any other way, like you admitted. That is dependency. It is dependent on those factors. Our universe will be never our universe if those factors were not in place. So therefore, now I've proven to you that
you're saying you prove it, but let's say the hypothetical.
One second. No, I don't do hypotheticals. Now I've proven to you. No, it doesn't, because it actually disproves you. Now I'm telling you, I've proven to you the universe is dependent. The question is, what does it depend
you
on?
said if something is made up of pieces.
Yep, and can be any other way. Can be any other way.
And can be any other way.
Yes.
That proves its
Dependency.
and not infinite.
Yep.
But by definition, an infinite thing, if we're just saying something that is infinite.
No, demonstrate infinite. No,
can
show
be
me.
made up
What
of
is that thing?
pieces
What
and
is that thing?
change- And change.
What is that thing? Show me this infinite. You know, you said to me, show me. No, it's not. The universe, I just demonstrated to you that it is not infinite because it is composed of pieces and it can be any other way. That is not infinity. So therefore, I'm telling you,
But you just supposed an incorrect
I'm not.
definition
I'm not.
and said
Tell
that
me.
infinity
Tell me
doesn't
why
apply.
it is incorrect. My definition of something that is
Okay,
dependent
because-
is that something that
because if
requires
the
something else was
universe was made
existent.
up of a sum total of pieces, energy, that has been
Dependency.
the same from the start to
Dependency.
the end, and that just rearranged itself
Dependency.
over an infinite time scale, that still is made up of pieces and can be any other way.
And it is still dependent because
But
you
it's
said
still infinite.
no, it's not.
It's still
No, it's
infinite.
not. No, it's not.
Because it rearranges
is
itself
no, it's not.
infinite.
No, it's not. It's post-eternal, meaning the following: that at one point it began. Post-eternally, it cannot be created or destroyed. It doesn't take away from the fact that it had a beginning point. You said if we had a set amount of energy, the moment you give a number to energy, it shows its
But
dependency.
you can have a finite series.
No, you cannot.
On an infinite scale. Yeah, I can have an infinite set of the number 2. That's still an infinite scale of 2s. It's a finite scale on an infinite scale.
No, no, no.
So finite 2,
No,
infinite,
no, no, no,
an infinite
no, no.
number of 2s.
We say-
so you can have finite pieces
No.
in the universe
No.
and it be infinite.
No, energy we can say is infinite. In what sense? Forever, it doesn't create or destroy. No problem. But in itself, in totality, it is dependent. So what I'm saying is in the following: I proved to you and showed to you that the universe is composed of pieces, and the fact that it can be any other way,
But you have not
it
proved
is
it's not
dependent.
infinite.
I have,
No, you
because the
haven't.
moment do you accept the universe is composed of pieces?
That could be arranged in an infinite number of ways.
Simple question: do you agree that the universe is composed of pieces?
That can be arranged in an infinite amount of ways, yes.
No problem. So yes, good. Can the universe be any other way?
An infinite amount of ways.
That is dependency.
It's an infinite dependency.
Thank infinite dependency, which shows me that
shows we're both
okay,
right.
no,
Yeah.
so which
That
shows
was a joke,
which shows
mate.
no, that's fine,
Yeah.
which shows that it infinitely is dependent on what?
That was a joke.
Something that doesn't
That was
change.
a joke that worked very
be
well
any
for me.
other way.
I love that joke.
know.
Now,
I was trying to
so infinitely it depends on what? Because you can have an infinite regress of dependent things because it's the fallacy of infinite regress. Therefore, what does the universe depend on now?
But again, you can have an infinite scale of numbers.
What does it depend on,
that
bro?
So the scale of even numbers.
I am starting to believe that you just do not want to
Okay,
believe in
can
God.
you let me answer the question?
Please do. Let's not laugh, guys. I'm not here to win an argument. I'm
you-
just trying to be
You
genuine.
said how can something be infinite and also have a dependency?
Yeah.
So let's use a number series. The even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, and it goes on infinitely. We all know this.
That's mathematics.
Yeah,
That's
but-
abstract.
But it's an infinite
Philosophy.
scale.
No, I'm so
and
sorry.
It's still dependent. It's dependent on the fact it cannot be odd. But it's still infinite. 2, 4, 6, 8,
But-
infinitely.
but no, it's
dependent on the fact it cannot be odd.
No.
A dependency does not mean it cannot be infinite.
Number one, you admitted in that category that you mentioned that it has dependency. Number two, that
I've
you
just disproved your argument that dependency
no,
negates
you
infinity.
didn't. You said that number one, it can infinitely go on. No, it cannot. In mathematics, you can call it potential infinite, which means it is going, but you can never look. Infinite has no beginning, has no end. You can't add, you can't take away. You are saying 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 forever.
Doesn't make sense.
That it doesn't exist in the real world. In mathematics, there are infinites, but in the real world, it doesn't exist. So that's the reason why I will ask you again. The universe,
just your
I
mind
have
can't
the
perceive
universe.
it.
No, it's not, brother. Let me tell you something. You just say to me, I do not want to believe. Simple. Just say, look, listen.
I want
I don't
some
want to
evidence to
believe.
believe.
Look. No, you do, because I've just demonstrated to you the universe is dependent, and I've asked you a simple question: what does it depend on? Simple question. What does the universe depend on?
It doesn't depend on anything.
It does, because I just demonstrated to you that it is composed of pieces and it can be any
you-
other
you
way.
demonstrated that
So now,
energy can be dependent.
you cannot have an infinite regress of dependent things, meaning there has to be a point that it was given rise
So it
to.
has become infinite. You
No,
believe
it doesn't.
It's God, I believe it's
No.
the universe.
No. It can't be the universe, because my definition of
wrong.
an independent necessary being is the following. An independent being cannot be any other way. An independent being is not composed of pieces. An independent being is independent and is necessary. The opposite of that is the universe, because the universe is composed of pieces. The universe can be any other way. The universe is dependent. So now I'm asking you a question.
You can take
Why are you
pieces and
why
find it
why can it be the universe but not God? simple question. You've accepted independency.
I'm saying exactly. Thank you.
One second, brother.
Arrived at the right place.
Why universe but not God?
I'm saying it could be both. That's my exact point. But the evidence.
You
at the
can't have
moment-
two independent beings.
I'm saying
You can't.
I'm saying it could be both. It can only be one.
Good.
But I'm saying it can be one or the other.
Thank you.
And at the moment, brother,
Thank you.
and this is where we've arrived at.
Thank you.
difference.
Yes.
There's a journey in your life has led you to believe that the evidence suggests that God is the end of that infinite regress.
Yes.
The journey in my life has led me to believe that the universe is the end of that.
And I have just demonstrated to you
And I don't believe
No,
you.
1 second. I'm so sorry. I have just demonstrated you intellectually, rationally, and logically by giving
Just
valid
because
arguments.
you keep asserting it doesn't
Brother,
mean
brother,
they're
I'm not
valid.
asserting it. I'm giving you arguments
Because
you're not even touching.
I've given you numerous
Look,
counters.
no, you haven't,
how
brother.
you were wrong
Brother, you
of
said
how
to
you
me,
can have an
you
infinite
said to
scale
me, 2, 4,
with
6, 8, 10.
dependencies
Brother,
and an
you
infinite
said,
scale made up of
brother,
finite
you said
components.
even numbers going infinitely.
Okay.
I said, can you please demonstrate that in the real world?
Okay, the sum total of energy in our universe rearranging itself infinitely.
Can you please demonstrate to me
sum
the
total
2,
of
4,
energy in
6,
our
8?
universe rearranging
Please.
itself infinitely.
The energy in our
Infinitely
universe,
created or destroyed.
the energy in our universe is not infinite. Not a single scientist will say.
So you've disproved Newton.
Thank
I'd
you.
love
No,
to
no,
hear
no, no
that.
problem.
Please. can
I'll
you
repeat
show?
again. No one accepts, nobody has ever come and said the energy within our universe is infinite. They have said that the energy cannot be created or destroyed, which is the first law of thermodynamics, meaning that it is not infinite. It cannot be created or destroyed. Do you understand? Look, please let me make you
Which means
understand.
it changes form infinitely.
Good, but it is not infinite. Please understand the difference. A matter that cannot be created or destroyed does not equate to it being infinite.
How can it not be infinite if it doesn't have
Thank
creation?
you. This is what I'm saying. For example, we believe in God. If God created, this is why I give you the example you didn't understand. We believe God creates paradise that we believe we're going to go to. Paradise is going to be eternal. Listen to me carefully. Meaning, paradise is always going to be there, forever. But it forever relies on the independent being to exist. Listen to me, please. Listen to understand, not listen to reply. So, therefore, we say, if God has created the universe, if God has created energy, we say energy now at this time has the property that it cannot be created or destroyed. I'm with you. Good. But doesn't mean energy is infinite.
So when you say that you're
you
going
understand?
to an infinite paradise,
Yes.
yeah, so God's created that infinite paradise
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
But that paradise is made up of non-infinite parts, such as yourself, because you said it's made up of parts, right? This paradise. All of you are going to be there.
Let's see.
All these individual parts of paradise.
Inshallah, without
yeah?
huralayns, yes.
Hopefully you will
I mean,
make it.
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Relax
There's
yourself.
one I'd love to be there with you.
Yes. Inshallah. We would love for you to be
If there
there.
is one,
That's
I'd
why I'm
love to be
here.
there.
That's why I'm here.
Now, if you're all there,
Yeah.
that means that paradise is made up of loads of different parts.
Yes.
All of you are different parts of that paradise.
all-
That does not prevent it
All
from
fine.
being infinite.
All
does it?
finite. No. But our
So
definition.
universe can be made up of lots of different parts, and it doesn't prevent it from continuing on infinitely.
Do you know the difference between post-eternal and pre-eternal? Post-eternal means that there was a point it started and it will forever be there. Post-eternal. Post-eternal. Know the difference. Infinite is that it never began and it will never end. Your argument is that energy never began.
Yeah.
And I said to you, what? Can something come from nothing? You said no. Therefore, you accepted that you cannot say energy never had a beginning, but from something, nothing. You can't.
No,
You're contradicting
because
yourself.
It didn't come from anything.
Then
It's
how could you
something-
say-
No. Listen to me, bro, because I think you misunderstood
Okay,
the argument.
maybe.
You're saying that I'm saying that energy can either be created or destroyed, it goes round infinitely. And then you're saying, where does that come from? If it goes round infinitely, it hasn't come from anywhere.
Brother, did you say?
That's the
Did
point.
you not say that something cannot come from nothing?
Yes.
Okay, please,
So the only
please,
two solutions
please hear
is
yourself.
either. So my position is something cannot come from nothing.
Thank you.
Which provides only two outcomes. Either it had a start and it had a creation,
No, it has
or
to.
it is infinite.
No, that's
They're
the
the
only-
only two positions.
No, brother.
Which is why we agreed
Brother.
that to define our material universe, we have to arrive at a point of infinity. Yours is God, infinite creator. I stopped one step early because I don't believe there's enough evidence for me to take that extra step.
there is-
I say the universe is the
There is evidence, because the moment you say that something cannot come from nothing, you've given two possibilities. Either it was always there, or
Correct.
it began to exist.
Correct.
We
Thank
say the universe began to exist,
I say it's always.
and God has always been there. You're saying, no, the universe has always been there, and you have zero evidence for it.
I have more evidence for that than you have.
You
for
have.
your
Let me
God.
tell you something.
I've got more evidence for that than you have for your God.
I would.
There's more evidence for that than there is for your
I
God.
would. What's going? I would become an atheist now. I would become an atheist now.
Thermodynamics. Energy can either be created.
I'm so sorry. Not as. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The energy again is composed of pieces. It can be any other way. It shows a dependency. You are failing. You know what it is? You are afraid that God exists. You are petrified. You know why? Because when I ask you a question, when I tell you, no, you haven't.
I'd look at him and I'd say, I tried.
No, you didn't try. You didn't try.
Because I looked at all the
no, you
possibilities.
didn't. Because I'm giving
And
you
I
clear.
arrived at the only
I
one
am
that made
giving you
sense.
clear-cut, logical, rational arguments you're
If you came down and
rejecting.
spoke to us all right now, we'd
Yeah.
all be.
No, you wouldn't. You
now.
say my eyes are deceiving me.
No.
Yes,
I'd
you
look
would.
up straight in the
No,
sky
you
and go,
wouldn't.
right,
No,
there
you
is.
wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. So the point
You
is,
said you can speak directly
no,
into
you
your
wouldn't,
brain.
brother. You're very clearly. You can see that when I break down the argument and I told you, it's the universe is composed of pieces and can be any other way. It is dependent. And the question I ask you is, why it depends on? You're afraid. You're petrified to say, well, hold on a second. It has to rely on something that is infinite.
Something
You're
that's
afraid.
made of pieces
You're
can
afraid.
still be arranged in
No,
an
it cannot.
infinite number
You're
of
afraid.
ways.
And from now on, I'm not going to waste my time. Because you know what it is? And on the day of judgment, you have zero excuses. You know why? Because you are here, you just don't want to
I'm
believe.
sorry you thought this was a waste of time.
No, you don't want to believe.
I
No,
did enjoy our
no, it's fine.
conversation.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for having the
no, it's
conversation.
totally fine.
So
But
I
the
didn't
thi-
think it was a waste of time
I
at
believe,
all,
no,
so-
to me, I believe it's a waste of time. Why? Because I see insincerity in you.
That's a shame.
No, it's fine.
That's a shame.
I see insincerity in you because
I just
there are
found
clear
you
arguments.
unconvincing and disingenuous.
It's not fine. I think we'll let the viewers decide that. It's very clear. I speak to
you
many
like to
atheists.
assert your truth
I speak to
without
many
actually
atheists.
having them up for
I speak to
debate.
many atheists, agnostics. Uqsum billah. Anyone that is sincere will come and say, that's true. The universe is composed of pieces. It can not be any other way. Therefore, the universe is not independent. It is dependent.
just anyone
And
you're
if
allowed
it is
to bully into
dependent,
that tactic
alhamdulillah,
by asserting that it's
alhamdulillah, it is clear. And anyone I've spoken to will say, that's right, bro.
Have your
Even the
nice
staunch,
closing little
even the staunch atheists will come and say, you know what? Yeah, it's something else. You know what they say to me usually? Okay, we believe that there is a necessary being, but I don't believe it's Allah. I'll say, at least they're honest enough to. A lot of atheists say, you know what? Okay, there is a necessary being that's independent, but how is he your Allah? Then I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a discussion. With you, you're just adamant on what? The universe can be independent, but God, no.
I'm saying they
The universe,
both can, but
and
the
this is
evidence
shirk,
lead me to believe
and
it's
this is
the
shirk,
universe
brother.
and not
And let me tell you something. If you,
And if the
this
universe,
is shirk.
if the evidence led me to believe
You know what
that
you're
it's
doing?
God
You're
of the
just,
universe,
you know what you're
I'd
doing?
believe that. But it's definitely not the
Your
evidence
God
you're
is the
presenting,
universe.
'cause there is none.
Your God is the universe.
It's just mislabeled
You know the difference
arguments
between me and you?
mislabeled.
I worship the true God, you worship the universe.
I don't worship
You do, you
anyone.
do.
And I
do.
devise my sense of morality based on what I believe to be good, not because of what someone tells
Does the
me.
universe have a will?
You think you're a good
One
man
second.
because you do what you're told.
One second. No,
rather than what you believe to
I'm
be
a
good.
bad man. I'm a sinful man. Do you believe